back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about My Way With You by UP. As always, please note there will probably be spoilers, so if you don't want to be spoiled about this manhwa, then you should probably leave now. No worries though, I'll catch you next time. Before we get too deep into it though, of course we need to go over content warnings. For this particular manhwa, there may be references to suicidal ideation, suicide, family death, blood, implied overdose, and devastating car accidents as they do appear in the manhwa. But if you're cool with all that, let's get started. So first up, the synopsis. Giran doesn't care about most things anymore. Since his father's suicide as a child, Giran has been raised by his grandmother, who devoted her entire being to raising him all on her own. As a result, Giran feels wholly indebted to her and spends his whole life working hard so he can one day pay her back for everything he has received from her. Unfortunately, though, Giran's grandmother passes away at home alone during his work. Racked with guilt for leaving her to pass away alone and being unable to fulfill the many promises he made to her, Giran's life and goals fall to the wayside. He spends his days simply going through the motions, unable to move on with his life. That is, until one day he's at a club and catches the eye of a beautiful man named Seong-gyong. The two have this immediate connection and magnetism that Giran can't seem to shake. Somehow they're constantly and inexplicably drawn to each other, until they finally spend day after day together. Without any official declaration from either of them, they end up living together and spending more time together than they do anything else. But as time goes on and their flame and passion fail to wane, it's clear something darker is pulling them together. Where did Seong-gyong come from, and why is Giran so drawn to him? First off, this is going to look super short based on the episode count on Lezen, but it's not as short as it seems. It's only 4 episodes, 1 prologue episode, 2 main story episodes, and 1 epilogue episode. Still, each episode is probably 3 times the length of a regular manhwa episode in other series, because multiple episodes have been combined into single episodes. Now, that still makes this a shorter series, but it's much longer than it may seem based on its organization on Lezen. I feel like some people might be dissuaded from reading this due to the length and the cost of each episode, but I promise it's worth it. This is definitely in my top 5, and it might even be my absolute favorite at this point because it's equally beautiful in both story and artwork. If you're a fan of 1,000 Cranes and Rain Again, future reviews incoming, then I imagine you'll love this too. However, My Way With You has much better artwork and it's not as censored. So if you really wish those elements had been present in 1,000 Cranes or Rain Again, then look no further. This is absolutely gorgeous. Both of our male leads are handsome and sensual in their own ways, though much like Giran, I'm a sucker for a pretty face, and Seong-gyong is as pretty as they come. Plus the fact that the prettiest of the two, Seong-gyong, is the top, is just everything. I love it when the pretty one is the top, and since they're both so attractive, every scene of sexy time is some of the sexiest there is. Now, I could go on and on about how beautiful this series is, but where it really shines is how the story is organized. Giran and Seong-gyong get together almost immediately, and from there we're blessed with fluffy and sexy moments as their relationship flourishes. However, amid all the flowers and steamy times, there's an undercurrent of something darker that we're given in chunks as the relationship progresses. It's so satisfying seeing their coupling be so successful, only to find that it's based on hate from Seong-gyong, which is where the tag for enemies to lovers comes from. This is not your standard enemies to lovers story, as you don't even realize they start as enemies until the story's big twist. Seong-gyong met Giran long ago in the hospital. Giran had helped rescue Seong-gyong from a suicide attempt. The story's short, but so well crafted and beautifully told that if it had been even a single episode longer, I don't know that it would have been nearly as impactful or successful. The way we're piecemealed their backgrounds until the end, where it's revealed that Seong-gyong's love originated from hate and vengeance, it's just so satisfying and really sets up the foundation for how intertwined and faded their lives are together. If Giran hadn't been there, Seong-gyong would have died. Then, if Seong-gyong hadn't hunted down Giran might have never moved on with his life. They saved each other. I love this so much. And I'm beyond jealous that I didn't come up with the story first because it's just so beautifully told. If you don't read anything else, read this manhwa. It's so good. So with all that being said, this is fluffy, sexy, and sad all at once. It's really a story of two broken people that save each other when they need each other the most, and it's so satisfying that I can't recommend it enough. I know it's much more expensive per episode than most other series on Lezen, but I promise it's worth every penny. It's gorgeous, and that is worth the money to me. But for for it to have such a strong story too, it's worth everything I spent on it and then some. Plus, the sex scenes are perfect. So if you're a degenerate like me, you will not be disappointed. You definitely don't want to miss out on those. So, have you read My Way with You? If so, what do you think? Do you agree with my assessment? Do you not? Let me know and comment below. Otherwise, I'll catch you next time. Bye!